everyone. I just thought I would do a quick tutorial. I've gotten lots of questions about how I make yogurt in my Instant Pot, and I was getting ready to make a batch, so I'm gonna wing this doing a video thing, which I'm not very good at, never done before, but I thought you might like it, at least to see what I'm doing. So I have my Instant Pot here. I don't have it turned on yet, but I'll show you how I'm going to do that once the time comes. I have one Stonyfield Organic Greek whole milk yogurt. Any kind of yogurt, plain yogurt with live active cultures will work. And I have 2 of these bottles of this Fairlife milk. It's ultra filtered. The reason I use this is because you don't have to boil the yogurt. You can just put it in and get it ready to go. So what I do, take, I don't know, probably like half a cup of milk, throw it in there, get my yogurt. Plop it right in. Whole thing, this is all just right out of the fridge, so it's not, well, it's not room temperature, it's not anything, it's just right. I just got home from Market Basket, so it's right from the store. So I just throw that in, whisk it up to get the big chunks of yogurt broken up so it starts to Alright, so I am at the step, I have my yogurt and my milk kind of mixed together. It doesn't really look like much, it's just kind of thicker milk. Once you break up the yogurt, you just add in the rest of the milk. Give it a good stir just to make sure that the yogurt is equally distributed in the milk. And then goes back in the pot. So I just always like to, I don't know, my mother taught me this, I guess. You make sure that you get every last bit out of the bottom of the container. Make sure it's all mixed. Into the pot it goes. Now, the thing about doing yogurt in the Instant Pot is that you do not need to pressurize it. So you don't need this pressure lid. You can put it on if you want to, but especially if you're doing a boil method, you don't want to do that because you don't want it to build pressure. So Amazon sells this handy dandy Instant Pot lid that fits right on top of here. If you have another lid that works, you can certainly use that. It's not going to get hot enough to burn the, like if you have a silicone lid or something like that, throw that on, that's fine. So I'm going to move this so we can see the controls. Of course, they're going to be backwards to you. So my yogurt setting, I put it on for yogurt. It automatically will come up to 8. If you hit the adjust button, it's going to assume you want to boil. I don't want to boil that. Then it will ask me for 24 hours. I don't want 24 hours. I usually do my yogurt for about 10 because by the time I get it going and get to bed in the morning when I get up to go to the gym, it's all done and ready to go. So basically that is it for yogurt. It should, so once it beeps like that, it's running. So all I need to do is just leave it be, and in the morning when I get up, it will be yogurt, which I will take another video of it. You will get to see me in all my morning glory. And then I will put it into strain. Some people don't strain it. I prefer it strained, but you certainly don't have to. I'm going to be trying something new, which is making vanilla flavored yogurt. So that's going to be our experiment this time. But that's the first step of yogurt making, and I will see you in 10 or 12 hours. Okay, here we go. Part 2 of yogurt 101. I just got up. But you can see my Instant Pot is finished. It says yogurt. Now I have this super duper fancy schmancy Greek yogurt maker. You do not need this, but where I make yogurt probably once every 2 weeks, I use it. So it has this cover and it's got a super fine mesh strainer that drains the whey out. So all I do, oh, you want to see this? So here is my beautiful yogurt that just cooked right overnight. It's nice and thick. It's edible just the way that it is. It isn't sweetened or anything. I don't normally sweeten mine, but I will. I'm going to try to sweeten this batch for a little friend of mine who wants some vanilla yogurt. So I just pack it in here. This went longer. Let's see, what time is it? It's 8 o'clock. I put it on at 6 o'clock last night. So it went a little longer than it normally does, and there actually is hardly any whey in this. So this was totally edible, just like it is. You'd want to refrigerate it though, because it's warm. So, but if you wanted to, you could add fresh fruit or granola or anything else that you want. Little sweetener, honey, maple syrup, whatever your preference is. So this is going to take 2 batches to strain, although I'm not going to let it strain very long because there's really not much. You can see that the whey is starting to kind of drip through. I don't know if you can see that, but the whey starts to drip through, and it really only takes, you know, an hour or so in the fridge for it to get to be good, good texture. So I will be back. Okay, so the yogurt has been sitting. I've strained it in 2 batches, and now I'm going to flavor it. Now, normally I don't flavor it, but this is for a friend, and it's a child who loves vanilla yogurt, so I'm going to try something I haven't tried before, but that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to move this. I have it in a bowl. Here's the second batch of strained out yogurt. You can see it's like really super thick. As I said before, you don't have to strain it. I just do because I like it a little on the thicker side. And then what we have left over here is all of this whey. I usually keep the whey and use it when I make bread or pancakes or muffins or something like that. However, I don't bake nearly enough to use up all the whey that I have, so I have quite a bit of extra whey in my refrigerator. I understand it freezes well, but again, I don't really bake enough to make it worthwhile. So the recipes I've read for vanilla yogurt suggest a tablespoon of vanilla extract. This is Penzeys vanilla. I like to purchase from their website. They've got great spices, very good prices, and their shipping is fast. They're a good company. Their vanilla extract actually even comes with a vanilla bean inside, which is kind of cool. And called for up to a half a cup of sugar. I'm going to start with 1/4. If I was making this for myself, I probably would use maple syrup or something like that. But where this is for a child who's used to eating commercial vanilla yogurt, we're going to try just plain sugar for this one. So I'm just going to mix this up really well. I thought about doing this in my stand mixer, but I frankly just didn't want to wash the dishes. So we'll get this mixed up, and then I got some small containers. These are 8-ounce containers. I won't fill them up completely because typically a serving is about 6 ounces. And so we'll have these to try. So I started with a 1/4 cup of sugar. I'm going to get this mixed in, give it a taste. If it's not quite sweet enough, I'll add a little bit more sugar. And sugar actually, things taste much less sweet when they're cold. So just keep that in mind when you're doing sugar. And I think that's the end of my little adventure here. I'm going to edit this video to make it one big long video. And that's it. So thanks.